Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 11 and has autism, and we paint together. I am making flowers with a twist. If you see right here, this yellow, I picked up two canvas at the same time, and the back of this one was not dry, and I used it the other night as I knock everything down to make the rusta. But you see, that's what left the spot. So I am now making things, and I didn't really have a plot nor plan, but I'm going to make kind of like cornstalk-ish looking. I guess it's not, more wheat. That's it, wheat, not cornstalk. Wheat looking, kind of, I don't know, just colors, lots of colors. Going to mix it with flowers as well. So I have that in here. And I'm trying to make myself, which I just didn't do, I have to think about it, kind of staying in this tight spot down here. You can see I've already got all the paint on me. I always like the challenge of to see how much paint I get on me before I even start by just opening the bottles. I don't know if anybody else does that as well, but here I am, paint, and more paint everywhere. But that's generally the rule. I was gonna put a ribbon kind of effect down here. We'll see. I usually forget what I'm doing or what I think I'm gonna do, and then it changes as we go along. But this is gonna be kind of, I want to say almost abstract, because this is kind of, well, as I've stated many times, my paintings, I don't have like a very realistic look on my paintings, because, you know, they're just more, I don't know all the names of the flowers, and I don't like do tons of detail, so I don't want to say they're abstract paintings, but kind of a little more, well, I don't even know how to describe it, but there we are. That's what it is. How was that for not making anything? So I am looking for property for my son's forever home. I am trying to find something that is off the beaten path, because he has a hard time with traffic and noise and just, I mean, who doesn't, really? Honestly, I'm not a big fan of it. I used to love lots of noise, but, or I shouldn't really say noise, but being in the city more so. But now I want a little more quiet, and that's kind of what I'm looking at. And I found what I would love to have, but in order to get the property, we probably wouldn't be able to build a house because the property is so expensive. So my needs, his needs, my realistic point of view, all of that need to kind of be reeled in just a little bit. But it's fun to dream, you know. Unless I can get like 20,000 people to buy my book in the next couple weeks. So if anyone would like to help me get Owen's dream property, or what I think would be his dream property. You can buy one of my books. 20,000 would be amazing. But I would take one. Or painting, that would be great as well. That would be also absolutely amazing, because then, we could do that, and it would just, I dream of a place where he's only 11, but I want to make this his forever home. So he has autism, and he's made so much incredible progress. And my faith, my hope, my belief is that he is going to move mountains, and he's going to be able to do so many incredible things. But right now, that's not his skill set. So I want to find a property that we can kind of work together to find something that will be his job, his life, his whatever he likes. And then if something changes, if, life gives him the want to do XYZ, then that's great. That, we can move forward and find other options. So I'm looking at property that we can do, a pumpkin farm, or have events in a barn, which, that would create noise, but just something. I'm not really sure, but I just want to be able to kind of prepare him give him independence in his future. I'm not sure how to get there, but it will happen when it's supposed to. It will all work out. That's what I believe. So you see where we're going with this. There's the yellow over there. Can't even really notice it anymore. But we're going to add some more in there. I'm going to do some puff and stuffs and kind of put it all in there. And it's going to be very random. Very, I don't know, probably not very specific. So, I'm going to change brushes. I keep talking about I need to, you see all the paint over here. I need to get a paintbrush holder. I have one, but I just keep forgetting to put it on my thing. So we're just gonna do some random bunches, and now that I've gotten like all of this stuff, I just want random, and we'll see what happens. I've put all these things in here, and may need to go back and do different ones, change it around. I'm not sure. Might be too tight. Might need less is more is more. I don't know. I don't always have the answers. I just keep going till we get there. And I don't generally clean off my brush, as a lot of you have watched before. I just let it be what it is. And that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So oh, look what I did. I was cleaning it off a little bit so that I could splotch, because it's getting a little intense with the splotches. And I just pulled it right off there. Just right on off. I don't know if this is quite what I had in mind, but, you know, like I said, it kind of works what you want it to work. It will eventually get there. I'm kind of liking how we have this up here, so I may not go any further that direction. Maybe. And I ended up having just that tiny little bit of that there. So I may end up with some more. And now I've got this that's very cream. So just kind of fade it in there a little bit. And maybe do a little more of, see, I'm going to wipe my brush off again, but not tug on it this time. So that's a little more yellow. And I think I need this to be a little more, oh, looky there. This is what happens when I get a little slap happy. And because I use so much paint on my paintbrush. But it's okay because I think I'm going to attempt to do a ribbon down here. We'll see. But I'm going to go back in and add some green like this, just to kind of add some little random things in here, like pull this one down just a little bit more, so it looks and feels, I did a little more sporadic over on that side, so I'm gonna kind of add a little randomness up there. And like I said, it's all, you know, it's all okay, because looks like snakes in there now. So we'll just kind of add a few little random, see, more random, just random stuff. And you see right here with that yellow, so that was the thing that was there, but now it's kind of gone. So, you know, it all works out, you see. No sweat. You just keep going until you get where you want to go. That's the thing. Kind of like this property. I will eventually figure it out. We'll get there. So now I'm going to see what I can do about putting, we're going to go like this. We're just going to make, oh, see, that was the extra paint again. That was going to get us in trouble. I'm just going to get the main little character lines here first. Okay, get that where I wanted it to go. And then we'll place it all in a few minutes here. So then I'm just going to kind of go back and highlight a little bit of it so that it's in and out kind of looking. where it turns and curves and some things. And then kind of make a little bit of a knot in there. And let it and keep going. You have to be like really quiet when you're making bows because you could do what I just did. I made it too wide, but that's okay. Again, it'll all work out. So, and if you see, like, this has a tiny bit of the blue in there, so I'm just going to keep going with that and add some just over here, and then go back in. The thing about the colors is when it dries, it's going to dry a little bit different than what's on here. And I always say I love to watch paint dry because that's the cool part of this. When paint dries, it shows different. And so you can add color. And I'm still learning. I think even if I did this 100 years, I'd say that I'm still learning. Because, art, there are people that can just look at something and make, a dog in 2 seconds that is so realistic. That ain't me. But I just paint because I love it. I paint because my son helps me paint the backgrounds. I paint because it's a relief. It's a way to share our story. It's a way to tell life. It's a way to just do what we do. So I think it's wild. I think it's very wild. But there you go. So I always do O for Owen. And then L. And B. And this is as much about the story as everything because it's us together. And so you see, we hid the yellow and we hid the drops. But it's okay. It's okay. I keep saying, do I want to add anything else? I think that's where we're at. I'm just going to kind of line that up a little bit more and pull one down. There we go. I don't know why I had to do that, but there you go. So, thanks for being on the journey with us, and I appreciate everyone watching. So make sure you subscribe so that I can get to the next level, please. Have a great rest of your day. Toodles!